Something on your mind? Of course. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, perhaps, but there usually isn't. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together. Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just... The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. Something on your mind? Of course. Sure, I could. I could even teach you, I suppose. Anyone who's been trained as a warrior. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now? Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear. People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough. Ah, human nature. You are right. Some people will never be content and will always want more. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
You called. I am hardly surprised. To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are. What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell. Happiness is fragile. Nothing can be built upon it that will last. Only duty endures. You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on? Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own, to see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharon, tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs. There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly. Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied. Shall we move on? As you wish.
What say you? By all means. I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book. Is it? It seemed normal enough a tale growing up. No different than the other elven boys in the whorehouse. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear. That's very kind of you to say, but it is not necessary. It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all. Are we so different, you and I? Buffeted by the winds of fate, brought to this point by both circumstance and excellence. Oh, you are too kind. My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again. Not at all. I think of myself as Antivan. Still, that did not stop me from running off to join a clan when I drew near Antiva City once. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Stop. Don't kill him. He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me? It could. You may be right. Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does. I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be. Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started. Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good. Right. Denerim. If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
Good day.
This country smells like wet dog everywhere. They were sent to give you cause to come to me.
You think I left because of you? You think I still have...
Oh, you cannot change or deny.
Thank you. You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjorie.
Not like death much?
She's dead because of me. I need some time to myself. We'll talk later.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was when...
I don't know.
The one.
You're doing this on...
Stop correcting me. Fine, then.
Well, you get the general idea.
Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon's. He had a voice like a...
We don't speak of that.
He tripped, and it is...
As you wish.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal. But know that the sun always will.
Oh, my pardon. Chanterelle. The archivist head curator. Faith is a... Of course, sir. On... Perhaps you can understand the real ashes. Suffice it as... Of course.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Oh, can I help you? If I send my boys in, someone might get... Sorry.
They say you can get anything here. I once got pickpocketed. That's my sister. Hello?
My what? I am... For all the good it does me.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews.
You want to help? You go to whatever hired... I don't know why you came either. Or what...
I guess I was...
Men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern...
The least of his children are breaded and...
Ah, here you are
cursed by the
again.
Maker.
All right.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation
As
to
you
the
wish.
least of his children are breaded and cursed by the Maker.
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were
Good day.
trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
That's right, but I still have all the abilities of one, of course. That doesn't make you nervous.
Should it? I am no apostate. Perhaps you should be directing this question at Morrigan.
She claims not to be afraid of me, or anything, really.
And regardless, you seem like a decent enough young man. If you decide to slaughter me out of hand, I'm sure you would at least inform me first, no?
Oh, sure. Count on it.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers. I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud, not hunched. Sad times in Ferelden. Oh, yes.
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares. My cousin and I have trade connections all along. Carvings and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs. Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store. No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was. No. Not yet. Perhaps one day. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a bit on the docks of Rialto. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable, straightforward, predictable danger is real. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them. Luck be to you, Warden.
Blood and damnation.
Yes. You've returned, Warden. I heard it in passing. It is said there are few secrets. Aren't we all? I mean you no harm. I'm afraid my appetite for conversation has waned. We can talk more later.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir. I have heard of the Grey Warden's prowess, and you seem more capable than you did at Ostagar. I won't throw my life away. Too many people depend on me, and I doubt guards would pose any challenge to you. But by word and deed here you condemn yourself, sir.
So those designs you have all over your...
Message for you, milady. More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Dwarven crafts. Welcome, welcome. We sell only... In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road. Every piece comes with a stamp...
What is it? I have work to do.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
On it.
This is where the nobility comes to get drunk and decide who is the most self-important of them all. Good times.
A place for the wealthy noblemen to drunkenly lounge about and wait their turn to be pickpocketed? Marvelous.
I wonder if they have a good plum wine.
What can I get you, stranger?
This should be easy enough.
Maker's blessings upon
As you
you.
wish.
Warden.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
My shift's nearly over. Think I'm trusting.
You know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it. Perhaps I could have a try at that.
You hear about a note?
Just see the conversation stays civil. If this is a trap,
Zevran, is it? Your Talisan's responsibility. Other crows may try to kill you, but in my eyes, you're already dead. So, you are of no notice. But the Warden here, she is of great interest to me. I can't stress enough that I wasn't hired to do anything. An associate was.
I'd like to see you do any better.
Do you take me for a fool? That's a contract I'd never take. A client can always hire more help if the job isn't done the first time. But I am hoping we can make sure that doesn't happen. I was afraid. Get the Warden!
Shall we come?
As you wish. On it. This should be easy enough.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. Braska.
Indeed.
Hey, the wonders of Thedas. Our Lehman once bought me a miniature golem doll here, when I was young. Really young.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Right. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
I won't take the blame for this one. This was bad from the start. Thanks. Thanks. I ain't sticking around to see how this turns out.
What was that?
Yes, make it quick. Strange. Let's see this. I knew it! I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
Where do you think they get all this stuff?
As you wish.
You think they, have any miniature golem dolls?
Jade, carved and polished into the shape of a large... Oh, I see. Well, that's just rude.
Ooh, glass slippers.
This should be easy enough.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle as...